r/ask Reddit. What's a little gamble you take every day that could go terribly wrong? Closing my eyes for a second without an alarm. This isn't you falling asleep. It's inexplicable time travel. I went from 6:30 AM to my second disciplinary meeting in that 1 second. One blink and it was 12:14. My boss just doesn't get it. Just tell him you can time travel but cannot control your powers yet. Taking 5 minutes more in bed rather than leaving myself enough time to take a shit. Then I play chicken with my a-hole on the way to work. You haven't lived until you've been stuck in traffic using all your strength clenching your a-hole in a desperate attempt to keep liquid shit in. Then finally saying duck it. Driving along the emergency lane until you get to a road where you pull into a vacant field. Pull your pants down and end up half shitting on the back of your pants. Then using an old sweater, the one you wore in your high school graduation picture, to wipe it off your jeans as best you could before driving home to clean up. Ibs is a beach. LOL, look at this guy doesn't carry a shit bucket with him. Kidding. Sorry man. I have it too. Driving to work. See crashes on the highway every other day. I'm honestly surprised I haven't been involved in accident yet after all these years, but I know the chance is still there. Can't wait till every vehicle can drive itself. So many lives will be saved as well as congestion pretty much disappearing. Every traffic jam caused by an accident, I use the mantra, none of these people got out of bed this morning and thought, let's have an accident. They all just happened. Be it from speeding, no turn signals, or being half asleep in frog pajamas. Doesn't matter. Clicking on NSFW posts during work. r/madlads. There's a setting to hide NSFW posts that's only per browser, so you can turn it on your work computer and still view them on your personal computer when you're home without having to keep toggling that setting. Driving to work on my old CD70 bike in Karachi, Pakistan. Based upon my current round of pandemic legacy, driving to work is the least of your problems in Karachi. No spoilers. But let's just say my PL Season 1 Karachi is not a fun place, unless you're stray packs of dogs or mutant dandelions. Doing a running slide into the kitchen every time I enter it, bound to end up on my ass soon. There is a 30% chance that you are a puppy. 70% chance he's risky business. Spend my day on Reddit and do no work, while sitting at my desk looking busy, taking the gamble that I can just blag my way out of why the duck I have achieved nothing at it. Just realized this post blew up on me. I never knew there were so many of us walking this fine line. Good luck out there. A wise man once said to look annoyed. People will look at you and think you're busy. That wise man was George Costanza. Getting up really late and only having 20 minutes to get ready in the morning. If I don't make it, I'm late, but those few extra minutes are definitely worth it. OMG yes. If you're a dude with short hair, you can take a super quick shower and go. But then you have to pray there's no slow drivers in your way, the roads are clear, no snow, etc. Well, I take the train, so no trouble there. Sometime illegally download something on the internet. Well, not me, but a friend of mine. I mean, it's okay, you can tell me I'm definitely not a cop. But all other redditors are. Cracking my neck. One day I am gonna drop like a ragdoll. Edit. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that. Double edit. To clarify my previous edit, I am going to stop cracking my neck to lower my chances of possible injuries that can apparently lead to a stroke or LSD trip. You need to be careful. It's super easy. https imgur.com/6r11f. GIF. I was there a full 5 seconds before noticing the browser's logo. You trying to get me fired? I didn't take brushing or flossing seriously and now a bunch of my teeth are in pretty bad shape. Should probably do that. My dentist was upset with me at my last visit. They're always upset. Who has perfect teeth? Not eating enough fruits and vegetables. Get off the internet, mom. Dude, you've probably got a lot of weird problems that you don't even realize you've got because you've grown so used to them that it's become the new normal in your head. Seriously, spend a couple of days just making meals that check off all the major food groups and subgroups and you'll probably feel like you've been given a whole new body and mind. That happened to me once. The process of nutrient deficiency is so gradual that you don't notice it, and when I finally got relief it was like taking off a filthy pair of socks that I'd been wearing all day out in the sun. Give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. Trusting a fart. I farted while reading this. Not managing my anxiety. I figure if I pretend everything is fine maybe eventually it will be. Edit. This blew up. I'm going to be okay. I have been managing my anxiety this way since high school. Right now it's a little harder because I don't really talk to anyone, so now it's just me and my thoughts when it's quiet. Funny how it sounds bad the way you phrased it, but saying just act confident. Fake it till you make it sound super positive despite being the exact same message. It's still good advice for some with anxiety. I mean, some anxiety is not necessarily something you can just fake normalcy until it goes away, but some anxiety you can. Some depression you can. It literally does boil down to fake it till you make it, with some types, usually the non-severe types. Telling my pets, "I'll be right back." I've seen horror movies. Talking to pets is the first sign of becoming a serial killer. Reddit. Some people can't seem to tell I was making a joke. You guys do you. Reddit. Sometimes after I tell my dogs that I'll be right back, I worry that I'll get into some accident and die and never see them again, and my last words will have been a lie. I should be back soon. There. Not a lie. Not putting some toilet paper in the toilet before taking a poop. Poseidon's kiss. Waste of paper. Keep a whisk by the toilet and gently beat the water and ease your poop into the bowl, much like adding dry ingredients into an egg mixture. The duck. Snooze button. Thinking there is always another day. There's always later, right? BoJack Horseman. This line from that show really hits me. I scoff at the character for thinking that, yet this is exactly what I do all the freaking time. Definitely tired driving. I work 2 jobs, one of which keeps me on the road most of the day. I often go for days only getting 2-3 hour naps in between shifts, and there are definitely times when I'm all over the road because I can barely keep my eyes open. For example, as I write this it's 4:55 am. I just got off from my last job and I have to be up at 7 am for the next one. It sucks and it's killing me, but I'm sort of trapped in this situation. It's driving me insane, and I'm even starting to have health problems that I think could be related. But, as Charlie from Always Sunny put it, what am I? Some kind of millionaire that goes to doctors? It might be time to evaluate which job is more important. Keep one and stay alive longer. People die in car collisions every day. On an equally negative level, you could seriously harm someone else. Reading this, I'm more concerned about the people you may hurt or kill that didn't make this gamble. Being poor is so ducking expensive. JFC. Duck man, that's terrible. I hope it works out for you. Throwaway account. Getting with girls. Sounds easy enough, but not with a my crappiness. I can get girls easy, but when it comes down to duck, I gotta make up excuses to leave, making it awkward for both of us, and it just kills me inside. Learn how to eat kitten and it won't matter. You can always get a strap-on. Source, small dong. That's something I picked up early on. Eating kitten, but have never had a strap-on. How do you tell a girl I need to use a strap-on? Does it make awkward? When I'm cleaning up my dong after jacking it, my dad could barge in at any second. He could barge in any second while you're jacking it anyway. Microdosing. So far, mostly, so good, but an uneven dose can offset my morning. Microdosing had such a positive effect on my mental health a few years ago. I completely kicked a couple bad habits and stopped taking a few important things for granted. Just be prepared for things to seem kind of grey when you do eventually stop your treatment, if you can. I totally recommend finding a vial. Because of the way the hits are laid onto the paper, you can create your own suspension, using Everclear, vodka, or even distilled water, and actually dilute the dosage down to where you want it without having the guesswork of how much did this piece of paper absorb. If you want to talk about any of that, feel free to message me, or just reply here if it doesn't violate any of this sub's rules. Just please treat your psychedelics with respect, and even though you are just microdosing, be sure to have at least a few good friends who know what you are doing and are available to help you in case anything happens and you need a ride or just someone to talk to. Edit. I really wasn't expecting this post to blow up like this. I've had a crazy outpouring of questions in my inbox from just this post. I'm at work now, and I'm now off my lunch break, but I will reply to everyone once I'm out. Da fuck is microdosing? I don't wear underwear anymore. I stopped wearing underwear back in 1999. It's fantastic. https://en Wikipedia org wiki free willy. For some reason I had to make sure that article was for the movie. Going to work. It's not inherently dangerous, but one day I'm not going to move fast enough and get badly burned from a latte hitting me in the face. Catching the bus to work. Today it did not show up. Leaving my 2yo to play in her room unsupervised. Room is as kid friendly as it can be. It's never longer than 10 minutes. But, hell, I'm always on the edge when she's alone. Kids do stupid things, and it usually takes only split of a second. Left my 5-year-old alone in the playroom for literally 3 minutes. Next thing I hear is a huge crash. He decided to throw his John Deere tractor down the flight of stairs. His Tonka dozer was in his hands ready to drop when I rushed over. It was like a hostage situation as he held it up and me telling him no, but why mommy? With a shit-eating grin on his face. He ultimately put it down. But God was it intense. Clipping nails over the toilet. The nail clipper hasn't fallen in the toilet yet, but the risk is always there. Do they actually fall neatly into a toilet-sized hole? Or is it just an empty gesture while you hear them ricocheting off the tiles, windows and ceiling like everyone else? Swiping my debit card. Trusting my alarm to wake me up always feels like a gamble. I don't trust it, so I set 5 alarms. Please, how does snooze work? Be careful with that. If you have a bunch of alarms set, your alarms start to mean nothing because you always feel like you can fall back asleep for a little bit longer. Became an issue for me. Now I only set 1. Waking up. Driving in the winter in northern Alberta. Bitcoin. Letting one go in my work slacks. I wear underwear and I don't think I could blow through them, but you never know. Try being a woman wearing white pants and suddenly realizing your period is starting a week early. You can go on home now. Marge. The office closed half an hour ago. Thanks, Michael, but you go ahead. I don't mind locking up. But you don't even have keys. Getting into a metal box moving at 120 km per hour in between hundreds of other metal boxes moving at more or less the same speed, containing other humans ready to be squished inside their box. This while constantly being distracted by big flashy ads, lights, signs, while knowing that only one person crazy enough to crash their metal box into mine could kill me, and trusting other people to not do that because a red colored light or a sign on a stick tells them not to. Getting up from my bed, trying to forget her, trying to move on in life without her. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.